Greetings, and it is I, Jake, from the future, I think. For the past 3 months, my entire life, my entire being on planet Earth, has been taken up by this very vehicle right here. And even though I gave myself 3 months to prepare this Jeep for the trip of a lifetime, a trip to Martha's Vineyard, the furthest trek that it's ever been on in its life, the Sunday night before I left, I was still in the driveway working on it. I became so crunched with time that I couldn't edit any more videos. I didn't have the time. I was still filming the stuff that I was doing because I needed to get the stuff onto the Jeep so that it could actually survive its trip. I just did not have time to edit videos and get them out. I don't think you people realize how long that takes. And the said trip to Martha's Vineyard itself, that was a week and a half ago. So now we're going to take a step back in time about a month and a half to where we left off with this Jeep build. Adios from future Jake.
I think the combination of the ketchup, cheese, and PB Blaster really is phenomenal.
Come on, baby. Victory is mine.
Come on, just say the lines I told you to say. It's not that hard. Come on, you can do it. Come on, just say the lines, please. You're lucky you're cute.
Alright, obviously he's not gonna do it. First of all, very sorry for my disheveled appearance. If that's how you say it. They don't tell you when you Google these big fancy words how you actually pronounce them, unfortunately. But it is about, I don't know, it's hot as Mia Khalifa out here. I'm sweating absolute balls. But that doesn't matter because we're down to the wire with this Jeep build. Now, this video is going to literally last like an entire week. It's not going to be just like a day-long video. I'm basically tackling, well, two of the major projects that I have to do to this Jeep this week before it goes off to the welding shop to get some rust repair done. Yes, I actually don't know how to weld. I really should know how to weld. I have a welder here, but frame repairs on the, no, I'm too dumb for that. I'm not going to try that. I have no problem paying a professional to fix it up. I know this frame is not going to last me very much longer. I'm going to have to do a frame swap in the next few years. So in today's video, we're going to be installing a new rear bumper and tire carrier onto the Jeep. Now, half of it's so that it looks better, and half of it's because I got a bigger 33-inch tire. I don't want to keep putting stress on the, well, extremely rusted old tire carrier. Yeah, this thing's in horrible condition. With my luck, that thing will rust off with my nice new tire and wheel on there and, like, roll down the road past me on the highway. So I'm going to try to play smart. I'm going to put a new tire carrier on this. This is the tire carrier that I went with. It's a smittybilt. What I have on there now is actually also a smittybilt. I like these because they do have a hitch so that I can tow my boat around. And this tire carrier is strong enough for a 33. I think it's good up to like a 35-inch tire. So we'll be well within the limits of it, and I can still tow my boat around. So that's perfect. Well, I've already got the old tire carrier and third brake light off. What we're gonna do now is pull the rest of the rear bumper off and hope to God that no bolts snap. All the bolts came out of the driver's side. Thought I was going to run into an issue, but they're very rusted, but thank God I was smart, brains, and sprayed these things for weeks beforehand. But short intermission because Dad brought home McDonald's. So to wash my hands or not wash my hands, I don't know, I'm kind of lazy. Oh, that looks good. Wow, God, I love food.
I think the combination of the ketchup, cheese, and PB Blaster really is phenomenal. It is proper. Excuse me. Where are my manners? Would you guys like a bite? This is what I do.
You know what would go good with this? Is a Bud milk. Milk would go great with this.
the new bumper. Shocking difference from the other one. Would you mind? Thanks. Besides the D-ring mounts on the sides, and of course, the mounts for the tire carrier. Can you shut?
The next day, I installed the new tire carrier itself. And later that afternoon, I changed the Jeep's transmission and transfer case fluids. Next, it was time to get the old rusted fender off.
Victory is mine! Made just a little bit of a mess, and here's what we're working with now, so I'm gonna have to clean, oh boy, all of that up. I'll clean up the frame and these parts, clean all that up. And now is probably a good time to do my distributor plugs, wires. I'm gonna do just a general tune-up on the engine while I have all this access. And I might even change the oil, because there's the oil filter right there. So that's gonna be it for tonight. I'm going to clean up all my tools, go have some dinner. It's Sunday night. I'll catch you guys in the morning.
One pair of pants later.
Well, welcome back to Jeep Build Day. I honestly don't even know what day we're at. Less than a week left until this Jeep, this one right here, has to make its furthest trek it's ever done in its life and drive 2.5 hours to a ferry, where it's then going to get on that ferry and go on to an island, Martha's Vineyard, and drive upon the beaches of the vineyard. Yesterday we did do some work. We changed the spark plugs. You're not gonna be able to see it in there, but you can take my word for it. We changed the spark plugs while the fender's off, because it's very easy. There's all sorts of room to work. Not like there wasn't a lot of room to work with beforehand with the whole fender on, but this just makes it a little bit easier. Before the fender goes on, hopefully by the end of the day today, we'll have the new fender on, but we're doing the rest of a standard engine tune-up. So we got standard Blue Streak Performance wires. I didn't go for anything fancy. All I did when I was picking this stuff out was read the forums and see what people said. And this is all what people said was the best stuff for the 4-liter. We've got an Excel distributor cap, Mopar distributor rotor, and one XP985 Autolite spark plug. I'm only going to change one of them. That's what the guy at the AutoZone counter told me to do. Just kidding. We'll have to wait till the end of the day, till the fender's on, to hook up the battery, to start her up and see how it runs. So we got the new distributor cap, the new rotors in there, all new plugs, all new Blue Streak Performance wires. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to start this up quite yet to see how it's running, make sure it's running smoothly and all that. The battery's not connected. I could throw the battery up there and connect it, but the air cleaner's off. So in a little while, when all that stuff's connected, hopefully by the end of today, we'll be able to start it up. I
then took a trip far into East Bumfuck to go pick up 2 OEM Jeep fenders already painted black. Alright, so now it's time to actually start prepping the fender to go back onto the Jeep. Now I've cleaned up a lot of area of the frame as you guys saw yesterday. So, Jeep Wrangler front fenders on this generation, the TJ generation, are known for rusting. And they rust because crap gets all under this thing. Now they added this little plate thing for structural rigidity. I guess the fenders or something were vibrating at speed, so they put this on here to try to stiffen it up and stop the vibrations from happening. Only problem is that all the sides of it are open. They left you one little drain here. Unfortunately, all sorts of crap and crud get under this thing, and then they sit here and they rust, as you can see on my other fender here. All this is rusting because it's trapped under here. Stupid. So I read about that little trick online. We're just going to take some black gasket maker right there and basically fill in this seam so that crap can't get in there anymore. Now, I don't know if this works yet. I simply saw it on a forum like last week. So I'm going to try it out. And I guess in like 5 years, if this starts to rust again, I'll let you guys know. Of course, it had to start to rain on me, so I had to move into the garage to finish up the fender. Now that the battery and air filter are back on, we can hear the Jeep start for the first time after our little tune-up. Oh, yeah! Come on, real slow. Hold on. Crap. Oh, real slow. Wow. Got it? Yeah. It's so responsive. Ah, it's so responsive. Well, you haven't done the spark plugs in it probably. I did it years ago. Plugged the wires. Wow, I can't believe that. All right, well, excuse the fact that the bumper's not finished and my trailer hitch wiring harness is just hanging out. But man, is the Jeep running smoothly now after that tune-up. What an improvement. So now all I have to do is clean up the inside of this thing, get my crap out of it, give it a quick vacuum before tomorrow it goes to the frame repair shop. So I can get some of this rusted frame, actually it's partly the body, but the rust taken care of.
Several days later.
All right, well, welcome back. Last night, I picked up the Jeep from the frame repair shop. We got a few spots touched up on the frame, up near the body mounts, and also up around there. So we got those same exact spots touched up on both sides of the Jeep. They were pretty rotted, definitely needed some attention. So I lost like 3 or 4 solid Jeep working days, and by the time you guys are seeing this, I may even be on the ferry going to the vineyard by now. Bless you. Thank you. Anyway, so today, whew, man, do we have some stuff to do. So first things first, we're going to be finishing up this bumper. I have to do some wiring for the light in here, put this light in here, put the fender flare on. But before we paint this fender flare, I'm going to take all the fender flares off because they all need a repaint. We're gonna paint all 4 of the fender flares, take them off, give them a nice new paint job, and when they are drying, we're gonna put back on the rock sliders. I got all new hardware for those. I took those off so that it was easier for the frame repair guys to get in there, get under there, and do the welding they need to do. That's just about all we have to do today, but that is gonna take a long time. took a while, but we're finally about to throw on the paint on the fender flares. Now you may notice there's only 3 of them here. One of them just didn't want to come off the Jeep. I'll be able to shoot that one while it's on the Jeep. I just like this method better because it doesn't usually take that much work to get these things off, but unfortunately the rears were a little bit of a pain today.
It's been quite a long day. So all 4 of the fender flares are painted. The passenger side rocker guard step thing is back on the Jeep. I had to paint one of the fender flares on the Jeep because that one wanted to be a dick and didn't want to come off. The other 3 are still drying right now. We will put those ones on tomorrow morning. And as I'm looking at the Jeep right now, actually, there's no real reason why I can't put on the driver's side rock guard. I don't know why I didn't do that. So that's what I'm going to do now.
The next day.
Now it was time to reinstall the freshly painted fender flares, all with nice new hardware. And meticulously hand paint all the new exposed bolt heads black, as well as touch up some scratches on the new to me fender.